You've heard the term cautionary tale. I think this certainly fits into that category. And it's one of those things where you probably hear a story like this and think to yourself, wow, I'm glad I didn't do that or almost did that or know somebody who did. So you go online now pretty much and obviously buy anything you wanted to, right? You can go on Kijiji, you can go on Facebook Marketplace. There have been stories about people selling stuff that didn't turn out to be what they said it was, or selling stuff that didn't even exist to begin with.
Empty boxes.
Yeah, and this is that kind of a story, but to the next level. So Stephanie Richards, she's an Ontario woman, was scammed out of about $1,800 by someone claiming to be selling a car online on a Kijiji ad out of Montreal. So I don't want to give away the story. Stephanie is on the line. Thank you so much for being with us today. I know it's got to be hard to have to relive this when you tell the story, but it does serve as an example for other people, and I'm sure that's half the reason you're doing this, of what they should be aware of. So let's start off with, you were looking for a used car. You found what you thought was the right car at the right price, right?
Yeah, it was definitely the right price for sure. And it was a car that I really wanted too. It was a 98 RAV4.
Okay, a 98 RAV4. The guy was asking $1,800. And when did it start to go downhill?
So I asked them if they could deliver it because it said they were from Montreal. And they were like, yeah, we can deliver it. But they wanted some money up front. And I was like, well, Montreal is about 4 hours away. So I was like, it makes sense giving them some of the money before they send the car. And so then I sent them pretty much most of the money. And they told me to keep $300 cash. And then when they come to deliver the car, I'd give them the $300. Well, then that's when it started going downhill because then they started saying, no, we can't deliver the car until the full amount is paid.
Okay, my next question is when you started getting suspicious, because as soon as you said, and I get the part about transportation might have cost a few $100, did they ask you for just a few hundred to begin with, or just keep asking you for more and more once they saw you sent the money the first time?
No, not at all. They did at the end and start asking for more money after I sent them. So I sent them the $1,500 to deliver the car, and I hadn't even seen it yet. But they said that they were going to deliver it that day and everything, so I was all excited. They gave me a time, too, so I was at home waiting for the car to get delivered. And then it was all of a sudden, we can't deliver it until you send the other $300.
So then you feel like you're caught between a rock and a hard place. Stephanie, does that Kijiji seller, sometimes you can look into the history. Were you checking out if they had successful purchases and stuff in the past?
Yeah, I was trying to check and see if the business was an actual business because it looked like it was a dealership. It was called BQPC or something like that. And I tried looking it up and it looked like it might have been an actual auto shop. So I was really thinking it was an actual place.
So my next question is, when I asked you off the top, the car, you said it was the right car, and then you said it was at the right price. So I'm going to guess you were looking for other cars or the same kind of car. Was this the lowest price you had seen for that kind of a car? Is that why you were so ready to do the deal?
Yes, definitely. Okay. Because I'm a single mom and it's hard for me to save up money so I could afford a car. So right. This was really ouch to me.
Okay, now so, I know in this case both Kijiji and I think Facebook as well have said, or Auto Trader, because this has happened apparently with them as well, have said that they're taking or implementing actions. Not that that's going to help you now. Is that money lost to you for good?
I think so. Mm-hmm. I really do. Yeah.
Okay.
And your bank, I'm trying to find solutions for you here just because I feel so bad for you.
Know.
Did the bank say anything? I guess because you willingly sent it.
Well, what it is, this is another thing with the scammers as well, is that they had me go to do it through Western Union, send the money Western Union, right. And then they said that if I said it's for a car, they would charge me an extra $300 on top of that.
That's a lot.
So they said to tell them that I knew the person that I was sending the money to.
And you were also told that as long as you didn't provide a password, it would be no problem, but that turned out to be a lie as well.
Yeah, no, somehow they got the password, and I don't know how they got it.
Mm-hmm.
I sent a picture of the receipt, with everything covered up, just the amount that I had sent, right. And somehow they got it.
Have you reported it to the police or the Canadian Fraud Center or anything like that?
No, I haven't. No, because I feel like it's partly my fault because I lied to Western Union.
No,
you didn't
it's
even
not your fault.
No,
you got scammed.
You didn't even file a police report, right? Or did you?
No, I didn't.
All right. Listen, Stephanie, we want to, first of all, thank you for doing this. As I said, I know it's not easy to realize you've been taken here, and it's a story hopefully other people will hear and realize how easy this is to have happen. George Eny is on the line. He's the director of the Automobile Protection Association. George, with respect to the story, this is not a unique case, is it?
No, not at all.
How often does this happen?
I don't have stats on it, but I would say probably thousands of times a month.
So have you heard from other
Kijiji and Auto Trader are well aware of these scams. When they're notified, they're pretty diligent about removing the ads, but I don't know that how much native policing they actually do if someone doesn't complain. How much verification they'll do before an ad is posted. To give you an example, sometimes to make the vehicle look more appealing, the sellers, they don't actually own such a vehicle. It's a fraudulent ad, but they will clone photos from other ads that are running on other sites. So there is software that could help you identify that.
I imagine it's fairly complicated, though. And like you said, this isn't an isolated case. What could Stephanie have done differently to prevent this from happening to her?
Well, advice to people generally is the standard story is key money. So the car isn't available. I'm posted overseas. I'm working for the Canadian government. I'm on a mission. It's in a barn. The farmer can't let it out. They're trying to get some money out of you, at least to start with, to get the ball rolling. A legitimate car dealer wouldn't do that. They just want to get you in to get you to sign the contract.
Okay. And obviously in the case of Stephanie's, we heard there's nothing she can do. It's just, bad luck and no, not to do this again. I think that old adage probably applies though, George, right? If a car seems too cheap, it's for a reason. It's probably not legit.
Well, you know something? Most car advertising is too cheap or seems too cheap, and a lot of it isn't legit. It's very difficult to tell people, if it's too good to be true, blah, blah, blah. Because most car advertising is too good to be true. A lot of it for used vehicles, there is something they didn't check when they say it's A-okay, it's in top shape or whatever. Certainly the price for this one was a bit ludicrous, right? I mean, even with, 400,000 kilometers, it would be worth more than $1,800, a RAV4 in this market. But what we do see is scammers, including ones who have real cars for sale, but that are maybe hip or, have been written off and put back on the road, typically price below the market because they want a quick sale.
Can you ask someone, George, can you ask someone for the VIN number and check it that way? Does that help? Could it help?
You could do a history search using the VIN number, but it wouldn't be foolproof because they may have cloned that too. Okay. They just basically want you to get some money without you seeing the car.
Right, and then
so
disappear.
The answer is you don't send money to people when the car is not available. And if it's an auto dealership, in other words, if they're posing as a car dealer, then maybe you check in Quebec. You could check with the Consumer Protection Office to see if they hold a permit. The advantage is if that's the case and they're fraudulent, their dealer is required to have some kind of a surety bond. So you would have a place to collect if you sent money needlessly.
Okay. George, appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stephanie, are you still there? Did we lose Stephanie? I was going to say, what's she going to do? Are you still there? Sorry.
Here.
What are you going to? Did you end up finding another car? Will you be able to find another car?
No, and to be honest, after this, I don't really want to look for a new car right now.
I got it. Stephanie, thanks so much. Appreciate you telling your story. And as I said off the top, hopefully that will make other people aware of the fact.
I feel so bad
it's
for
awful.
her.
It really is. I got a feeling, Stephanie, someone's going to step up, though. So
I hope so. I hope by going public with your story, someone will help you out.
Stephanie, thanks so much.
And she's gone.
Stephanie Richards. So she's an Ontario woman, tried to buy a used car off Kijiji in Montreal and then got scammed for $1,800.
Sidebar, you do need to know that if you're bringing a car into Ontario from another province, you have to have it fully safetied, and that in itself is a major expense, and then you have to bring the car up to the level that they deem appropriate. It's complicated. Same with bringing it to Quebec from another province.
That too.